Hey there, everyone. Very good afternoon, good evening to all are joining us globally. I am Parthuru, Events and Program Manager for Microsoft Reactor. And yes, I welcome you all to the another episode. We have Rajendra today to speak about data engineering Microsoft Fabric. But before we start our today's events, let's go through our code of conduct. We are all here to learn together. So please be respectful of other people's views, understanding of differences, be kind and considerate in a way we all engage. Yes, we do encourage you all to participate. Please drop all your questions in the comment section and we'll pick it up from there. Now, I would like to bring in Rajendra, who is our host for today's event.
Thank you, Parth.
Hi, Rajendra, how are you?
Yeah, hi, Parth. Thanks for that. I'm good. How are you? Parth, can you hear me?
All good, Rajendra. So, we have
Yeah,
like exciting audience waiting for your event to just get started, and the floor is all yours.
thank you, Parth. Thank you so much. First of all, thanks for the opportunity, Parth, and the Microsoft Reactor team. And today we are going to discuss about data engineering in Microsoft Fabric. And before moving on to the topic, I'll just try to give a brief about myself. I'm Rajendra. I'm a lead BA engineer at Bosch and working with the client Microsoft as a track lead. And 4x Microsoft certified trainer continuously for this year as well. And I have 13 plus years of experience working with the different technologies with SSIS, SSRS, Informatica, integration tools with a combination of this Power BI. And I'm the trainer and mentor for internal teams as well as externally. And in the community forum, I'm a community champion where I can try to share my knowledge with the solutions as well as sharing my support. And top business intelligence voice, which has been recently recognized from LinkedIn. This is the continuous second year. And I'm one of the organizer for Delhi Power BI user group team, so which is handled in India and Delhi groups, where we can try to provide the community forums with a lot of Microsoft tech stack related public speaking. And if you want to get in touch with me, below are my social networking sites. Like I started writing the blogs and LinkedIn, you can touch with me. Like if you have any queries related to the topic or some discussion, and community forums like Power BI and YouTube channel. That is about brief, and let's move on to the topic. It's very interesting. So I just prepared some of the slides, and we will move on to the practical how it is going to work on the data engineering in Microsoft Fabric. And before that, I'll just try to come up with an agenda, simple agenda. What is a Microsoft Fabric? What is a data engineering activities that we are going to do, and how we are going to set up and configure Fabric workspaces, and the ways of working with the data lakes and the external tools also. Fine. First of all, let's try to understand what is a Microsoft Fabric. Microsoft Fabric, last year as a part of the product release, it has been from Microsoft Build has been released, and it is a product where it is satisfied with the open, life-centric, and fully featured data analytics platform. We can do all the data engineering activities and data related like a data analytics related activities and everything. And the main important motto here, the data will be get stored in the form of a one lake storage. It's not going to be a replicate or else duplication of information at different places. So to get rid of it, to avoid this unnecessary information or else a data replication, we are having a one lake in Microsoft Fabric where we can store our data as per the projects. We can try to take the data and we can build the different type of an applications or also projects related. It's a quick architecture like what type of an information also tools that has been supported from Microsoft Fabric. So it is from end to end, from the data integration to data governance, so where we can try to start injecting the data, sto- store the data in the lake houses, and on the top of it we can try to work on the Spark related, like engines too, where we can try to write the coding and the inject the data, and we can try to support with the different type of an applications on the Spark building. And also it has been incorporated with another persona, that is a data warehouse, where we can store the historical as well as the current data storage, and we can try to do these activities within the cloud environment itself. And whoever very interested on the real-time analytics like IoT devices or real-time centric related, we can try to play with real-time analytics as well. We will call it as a real-time intelligence now. so which we can try to work on the real time event building and so on. Likewise, data science related. If you are very good at the micro, coding part, like a Python or else a PySpark related or languages, Scala part, we can try to do the prediction models. We can build it and train the model. We can do further activities to visualize the data to the customers. Not but not the least, business intelligence product which has been supported within the Microsoft Fabric itself. That is a Power BI. So we can try to do all the data extraction, do the data ingestion, try to do the data ETL activities, and prepare the visualizations at object level, each and every object level, and we can try to visualize it and share the analysis to the customer. And the last one, governance part, if you're observing the data governance has been incorporated. So where we can try to reuse the assets. Maybe one of the project has been completed. I want to reuse those assets for the new projects. We can try to reuse those assets from the resources and we can try to use for the, instead of creating a new data creation or else extraction and all, we can reuse those assets from the data governance field. In a single vote, we can say it as an end-to-end analytics platform where from the data lake, which will be helpful for the business users from the end-to-end, like from the data extractions to building the visualizations using Power BI. Coming to the data engineering, our main topic here. So we are going to, going to have a data engineering persona like a tool. We are going to work on it, where we can try to extract the data and then we can store the data into the lake houses. We will create the lake house and we will build the pipeline to store the data in the lake houses. And with the help of the Spark jobs, I can showcase the how the Spark jobs and where we are going to configure the batch processing and all. How we are going to write the notebooks in the form of a cell based to inject the data preparation and transformations part. So it is getting supported with lake houses, notebooks, Spark job definitions, data pipelines, and also if there is any existing notebooks, we can try to import those existing notebooks also into our data engineering part. It is not like creating the new engineering activities. If there is any existing or else ongoing projects which is on the existing notebooks are there, we can try to import those notebooks also into our Microsoft Fabric data engineering application. How we are going to get it enabled, this is very important. Once if you can try to enable Microsoft Fabric activity, like enablement is there from the administration tool, once we can enable it, then we can start utilizing these are all personas which we already discussed, from the data ingestion part to the business intelligence. So from the admin level, if they are enabled, we can start utilizing the data engineering, data science related real-time intelligence, even the business intelligence applications too. So maybe if you want to do some play activity like with some sample data, we can try to use this as an for short term period, like a trial wise, we can try to make use of it. Fundamentals. So if you're observing, whenever if you're getting started with the data engineering projects, we can try to work on the data modeling, how the data will be get formatted. Like how what type of an information, whether it is a structured or else semi-structured, unstructured kind of a source system, we have to get it chosen. Once we will analyze the bigger data, big data kind of an analytics, we can start getting extracted the information by using our data engineering products. After that, it is not a limitation with like extraction with a smaller set of data or something. We can try to handle the larger volumes of the data. The capability is there, and we can process it, and the data will be get stored in the lake house here. If you're observing the right hand side, the architecture, data sources, like it will be get supported with a different type of a data source systems, whether it is a structured, unstructured, or semi-structured kind of an information too. And there is a shortcut information is there where if you have an external source systems like Amazon Web Services or else Amazon uh, bucket storage system, S3 storage buckets. So we can try to inject the data from using shortcuts as well, which is an like a very quick extraction by providing the source information, server details, and so on. We can import it. And where the injected data will be get stored. As I mentioned, the data will be get stored inside of your lake house only without any duplication or else something. We can try to get pull the information and try to do further activities on each and every object level analysis or we can try to build the Power BI level visualizations to buy the data will be get stored in the form of direct lake from the Lakehouse. You can see this injection part, more than 200 plus connectors are supporting for data ingestion part. Most of the activity is something like a drag and drop technique only. Like we can drag it and drop onto the canvassing part or else the cells level, notebook cells. We can try to see the output by just play on it. And how we are going to do the transformations. As I said, we have a different transformations we can try to make use of it, whether as I mentioned, with the help of data factory level, we can try to do the data transformation or with the help of by using the different languages, it is getting supported like a PySpark, Python, Scala languages, Java. These are all different languages which is getting supported to tune the data and then project the language. I mean output of the our data sets. How the data will be get consumed, as I mentioned, we already holding the Power BI application where we can try to pull the whatever the information that has been cleansed, we can try to pull it with the help of Power BI application, and then we can see the data visualizations on the top of it to share or else to further like sharing the analysis with the customers or stakeholders. If you're observing understanding the data engineering, so what are the things that you have to take in care? First, we had to take it the data processing part, what type of an ways we are going to extract it. And then we will try to work on the data efficiency, where it is going to store and how we are going to get it extracted. Like the to take the business relations, whether it has been cleansed data or else maybe if there is any processing has to be further required. These are the key features if you're observing the data scalability, where we can try to use as the scale up or scale down as per the volumes of the data that has been processed. Fault tolerance, maybe if there is any failure in one of the node, automatically another node will be get up and it will be get taken care of the next I mean without any buffer time, we can try to have the replicated information from another node. And the batch processing, huge information of information is there, it will be get processed in the form of a batch processing streaming source systems as well. Once you can start working on the data engineering in Microsoft Fabric. Best practices. So first we have to get import some data. So as a part of our discussion data engineering in Microsoft Fabric, I'm going to extract one of the file which is an semi-structured source system, and also we will try to check the quality of the data. Is there any anomalies or else any errors or else is there any duplicates are available? We will try to validate the data quality and the data governance related, maybe as per the set we can try to reuse that particular data set for the new project. That part also I'm going to showcase, which has been available for one of the different projects, which is an archive project from my end. Let's see the demo. So as I mentioned, first we need to get connected. How we are going to connect? So we have to get open the web browser, try to type fabric.microsoft.com, app.fabric.microsoft.com. This is the front end view, Microsoft Fabric. So we need a license here, like a trial license if you want to get play with some sample data, or else maybe if you want to do a try, we need a trial license. Trial license will be valid for 60 days. We can try to work and we can try to do whether it is meeting our requirements or not, whether data engineering activities are meeting our requirements or not, if you can try to perform on it. So this is the front end view. So already can wait. I have to get the license. As per the license, I'm using the pro license itself. And here on this front end view, the web browser, you can see in the left hand side down corner, currently this is opening as a Power BI. So where is the Microsoft Fabric? Just try to open the left hand side down corner. You can see the Microsoft Fabric here with the different personas that are available. Like maybe if you want to get work on the Power BI on creating the new workspaces or else a report publication, we can try to make use of it. Other different type of a set of tools that are available like data factory and data activity is for the notification and sending emails. and real-time intelligence, which we are calling it as a real-time. Previously we are calling it as a real-time analytics, and our current topic is data engineering in Microsoft Fabric. How we are going to use. So it is one of the part of the Synapse only, so which has been incorporated in our Microsoft Fabric. So I'm trying to select directly this data engineering thing. Try to select the tool. By default, if you're observing, it is taking the reference of my personal workspaces. So most of the projects we can try to use a dedicated workspaces, not our personal workspaces. So how we are going to get created? It's a simple process. We know we will get create the new workspaces. So by using this new workspace to store our engineering related notebooks, or else maybe on the top of it, if you are trying to build the lake house, these things we can try to create a dedicated workspace. I'm creating a new workspace here, giving the name like MSFT data engineering DAE. Save it. It's one of the workspace. So from here also you created the workspace. Then again we have to navigate back to the data engineering. Not required. So you already created the workspace based on Synapse data engineering. This is the workspace name. So from here also we can try to navigate and see what type of tools that has been get supported here. These are all the different tools that has been supported. You can try to do the data pipelines, or maybe the data flow gen 2 we can try to make use of it, or even triggers like event house or even streaming, real-time streaming analysis. And as I said, lake house is mandatory. Currently there is no data, the workspace level. We have to create a lake house. So how we are going to get create a lake house in this workspace? So I'm using the new here lake house. Click on the lake house, try to provide a good name to this lake house building. Like I'm providing the name like Miss FT LH Lakehouse. So whenever if you can start creating a lakehouse, it will prompt for the new window. You are seeing the lakehouse window now. On the left hand side, you can see the Explorer, like Lakehouse Explorer, with tables as a one of the folder. You can see it in the left hand side. Tables as a one of the folder, files as another folder, two folders. One is unmanaged folder, another one is a managed folder. Managed in the sense it is just completely structured information, and unmanaged, as I said, it is something like a semi-structured or unstructured. Maybe if I'm going to extract a file with an unstructured or semi-structured, that is going to store in this file source system. Still, if you want to create a subfolders, how we are going to do that? So here itself, we can try to create subfolders too. So where we can try to store it. If you have a multiple semi-structured or else a structured differentiation, if you want to showcase, we can create a subfolders as well. And in center, if you're observing how we are going to get the data into your lake houses, as I mentioned, we can upload a file like CSV files or else Excel file, text files. Maybe if you want to cleanse the data by using new data flow gen 2, we can do the data extraction, prepare the data, transform it as per the data ingestion. And also we can try to build a new data pipeline. We can schedule it, we can try to write some code on the top of it and open a notebook. So maybe I'm going to showcase you how the completed notebook, how we are going to use the reuse the existing notebook into our projects. Like a data engineering in Microsoft Fabric. And a new shortcut. So accessing to the resides as an external storage, like as I said, like Amazon storage, where we can try to see in the form of a buckets, S3 buckets. So we can try to get it extracted from these external source system from the shortcuts as well. And some they're providing some sample data for every practice, like some COVID related, traffic related information. We can play accordingly. So the structured information it is there. We can try to get it work on this by using start with the sample data. So what I will do in the sense as a part of our discussion, I'm going to extract one of the semi-structured source system. So if you're observing, the file is available here. It is related to the sales.csv. And let me save it. It is a semi-structured with a delimiter comma. save it. I'm going to extract this as a file. So how we are going to do that? So and the files part, I'm going to get it extracted. So here you can see the three horizontal ellipse button. Try to upload it as a file. Maybe if you are working with a multiple files, in such a scenario, you're going to extract the data from a folder. If you're extracting with multiple CSV or else a text files, you can make use of a folder. If you're working with one single file, you can give it as an upload the data in the form of a file. Click on it, provide the location. I have just saved it my desktop. Upload. It's as quick as easy, and the data will be get stored in the form of a Parquet file format. So Parquet in the sense columnar storage area, where the data will be get compressed, and maybe it is stored in the form of a 3 MB file. It will be get stored in the form of a KBs or else lower than that. So it has been get loaded. Try to refresh here. We have a refresh. You can see the file, the loaded file in the form of a preview. See this? So this complete data is semi-structured information. It is not readable. I'm saying not saying this is not readable. It is a readable with a semi-structured file format where we consider top as a column header, first row as a column header, and the remaining as an records has been get flowed. So how we are going to make this semi-structured information and get converted to a table which is readable format like managed content. So here to get this done, please observe this. On the top of this sales.csv on this horizontal button, horizontal three ellipse button, just try to load it as a new table. And before moving on to the new table creation by using a comma separated delimiter is a comma, just try to showcase the properties also, how the where the file will be get stored and how this file will be get related to our lake houses. So you can see the URL path here where it is getting stored, ABS file path source system. Relative path URL where the one lake, as I said, by using this URL path also we will try to get it connected from the source systems too. Closing it. So try to load by using a delimiter to your table. So load the table, new table it is. And the delimiter is a comma separator. So I'm using the comma separator and use header for the column headers. I'm enabling it. Load it. It will take some time because it's a cloud-based environment as per the system network speed and the bandwidth. So it will take some time to get it load. You can see the notifications and things on the top corner. You can see it here. If you have any queries, concerns, if you want to get it asked, you can post in the chat box. I will take the questions at the end. See here, successfully created the sales table and it has been get stored as a set, Lakehouse only the same, MSFT LH. So where the file is available. As I said, unmanaged source system, the movement is managed source system. The file is available, which is in the form of a readable format from this table. Just try to select your sales table. It is a readable format now. So maybe if you are working with the multiple CSV or else some text files, we have to get it follow the same process. If it is a multiple, you have to use the folder. If it is a single file, you have to make use of an one single file extraction. So currently I'm using loading a file, single file. So once has been get loaded, this is the file which has been loaded into the managed source system into the table, which is a readable format. You can see it here. These are all the columns which you are observing on the top, and also the column headers which has been allocated there. Fine. Next, as per the source system where the data will be get stored, how it will be get stored in the form of JSON or else Parquet file you said, right, where it is. You just have to select it, sales, three horizontal ellipse button, view file. You can see the file, how it is getting stored. It's stored in the form of a Parquet file in the form of 494 kilobytes. And these are the log files, delta log files, where we can see the JSON file format and the temporary cache files for which the file have been extracted. That is a CSV file to the table creation. Let me go back. Fine. On the top of it, how we are going to do the data ingestion, or else maybe how we are going to project the writing the statements as well. That is the next as a part of an agenda. Please observe this. You are currently in the stored the data in the lake house and has been converted into the structured format. Your sales table is in structured format. But I want to write a statements on the top of the structured sales table. How we are going to do that? Here, if you're observing, a SQL Analytics endpoint is there where we can try to restrict or modify our query. Maybe if you are not interested with all the columns as per the sales table, we can try to restrict with the required columns and try to do the analysis. We can try to write the SQL endpoint is there, and the data on the top of it, you can try to build the visualizations also. So where we are going to enable the SQL endpoint, where we are going to write it. See here, currently the data is getting stored in the lake house. There is a drop down button here. Try to select it. Currently exploring the data from this lake house. I want to get it extracted from an SQL. I mean, I want to write some SQL statement on the top of it. Select it, SQL Analytics Endpoint. It will take some time, so it is going to read your data and it will be get created in the form of a schema design with all the queries and functions. So you can see the similar way of SQL Server once you open your SQL Server application. I mean the desktop level applications. See here, this is our table, and these are all the columns which are just now we have showcased in the Lakehouse part. On the top of it, I want to write some statements. Maybe I'm interested to generate some revenue by taking the consideration of quantity column and the unit price column. So how we are going to write it? So here itself, we have an option name called new SQL query. So we can just try to write it by selecting it. You can write the statement. And with the help of intelligence, we can write it. It will suggest us what is your table which you have been extracted and how we are going to trigger and try to run it. It will give the intelligence wise some detections and functions. So as a time consumption, I have written some of the statements. I'll just try to execute it one of the statements, simple statement itself. See here, I'm just trying to copy my sales data and the select statement is, I want to generate the revenue, the combination of unit and unit price from the sales table, which you have just loaded. So if you want to get it run, as I said, you have to copy the complete statement and execute it. So you can see the how much time or else the duration has been getting generated. And as I said, from here, so with these two columns, items and the revenue, which has been from the sales table, I want to showcase some quick kind of an analysis or else of some visualizations, how we are going to project. If you're observing here itself, explore the data, which is a preview feature. So we can try to explore the data and showcase in the form of a quick ad hoc insights too, visualizations too. Try to select it. So it will be give a prompt for us like a Power BI window prompt. And here we can try to drag and drop and try to showcase what visual we are trying to interest adults, try to showcase to the customers. You can see it here. Types by default, it is choosing the matrix. We will just try to select the columns here, these two columns. It will be get it visualized based on the, as per the connected or else a table information. Likewise, maybe I want to do some data filtration on the top of it. You can try to get it filter based on the selected available columns on your sales table itself. And then we can start sharing the report, or else we can try to here itself we have an option to get it share our report and do the further analysis as per the I mean like further visualizations on the top of it. Fine, I'm not saving it. It's just a preview feature as I said. Close it. Don't save. And without selection, is that possible to showcase the visual? No. So see here, if I'm not selecting the complete statement, run it. We have to select the statement. Then only you can try to visualize the data as per the quick insight. Okay. And how we are going to export this information? What are the ways? So we can export the data by using, by have we have an option that is Excel file. So we can export the information. So we have to select the complete statement. We can export it. We can export this information in the form of Excel file too. Fine. See here, please observe. Here itself, this is my complete table with all the columns, but I'm interested to see the as per the data set here in the down part, data level. You can see it here. Sales order number, sales order line. So I'm interested to group my sales order. I want to showcase the grouped sales order number. So I'm not interested with all remaining columns that are available. I'm interested with only few columns. So how we are going to visualize it, or else how we are going to do the building the visual query building here. To do that, other than the new SQL query, I'm not writing any SQL statement. I will try to visualize it with some of the statement, like I'm going to build a pipeline with grouping the data with my order numbers. Try to select it, new visual query. You can try to drag and drop the required available table here. I have only one table, that is sales table. Drag and drop. 1 minute. So my source is there and it will be get loaded in the form of a table. You can see the data information in the down corner. This is my table with all the required columns. But I'm interested only two columns, that is the sales order number and the sales order line, and not all the columns. How we are going to manage? So almost it's a similar feature as like a Power Query editor. So we can see the managed columns here. So I want to get it managed, choosing the columns with the only two columns, that is sales order and sales order line number, not with the other columns. Select it, these two columns. It's going to generate in the form of one more activity which we have performed, that is choose columns here. These are the two columns. Fine. I want to do a group by here based on the order line. So how we are going to do the perform a group by? So it's again one more transformation. Either you can use the transformation tab, or from here also we can see the transformations action part. You can see the different transformations that are available. Okay. So I'm trying to use the transformation group by. So what do you want to do a group by? As I said, I want to do a group by based on the sales order number, giving the name as item list. I want to perform on all the records with the distinct values. This is the column. Sales order line is the column. And it is getting supported with the fuzzy match. Maybe if there is almost similar or else a nearest value or else a number, we can try to map it with the help of a fuzzy map also. This is the new feature. So we can try to enable it and we can perform the group by. But here it's a direct activity. We are performing group by based on the sales order number. Try to select it. One more tab, it will be get added to your canvas, visualization query canvas. So what it is doing the group by, so sales order number wise order line items has been get displayed. You can see that these two columns down here, sales order number and item list. Fine. Here I want to quickly build a new analysis or else visualizations. How we are going to do that is a Power BI level. We no need to use any other windows or else something. From here itself we can try to showcase the visualization. So we no need to select anything. You can just try to select the visualize the data. Click on this, visualize the data. So with these two columns, the selected columns which has been created from the visualization query, we can try to see the almost similar window just like a Power BI desktop level. You can see the canvas and the filtering options and different set of visualizations and your data on the right hand side. You can just try to drag and drop and try to visualize it like this. And we can save it and we can try to do sharing the report with the customers or stakeholders as per the quick ad hoc requirements. Fine. So where is my complete table? So maybe I'm interested to build my visualization with a complete table. So how we are going to navigate to that? So if you are observing, these are all the different set of transformations that are available in the top level. And also we can try to showcase the, view the SQL query as per the model, that visual query model. Just try to select it. You can see the complete statement, what we have done on this group by activities with these two columns, sales order number and sales order line number. If you want to write it, or else if you want to copy this one and paste it in, as per the execution, we can try to execute from here, view SQL query. Fine. So where we are going to showcase the complete table and also the data modeling activities. So how we are going to project it as per the after the data engineering, or else the visualization query activities has been get completed. You can see in the down corner, other than the queries, model view. Modeling is there. Select it, almost similar to our data model view in Power BI desktop. You can see our main table, that is the sales table. Other than some of the log files, catcher tables also will be get stored as per the previous lake houses that have been created. So how we are going to build or else see as per the connected table. So before selecting the model, here you can see something like a manage default Power BI semantic model. You can see this option. Try to select it. Select it. We have only one table here as per our connection, that is a sales table. Try to choose the sales table from this DBO schema from the sales table here. Confirm it. It will be get created in the form of only one table, that is, as per the model that have been extracted, sales table only. You can see it here. Here, semantic default semantic model, that is your sales table. Fine. On the top of it, currently it is supporting the new measure concept. We can do the new business calculations by using the new measure. And on the top of it, you can also prepare by using this complete sales data set a new report also. So here, as similar like a Power BI services level window, whenever you are trying to select the new report, it will be get open your web services, that is a Power BI services with the connected data. You can see the data also here. Your complete, not with the required columns, with all the columns of your sales data stuff. You can see all the columns here. And just like the canvas you are observing on the data filtration in the visualizations pane. So here we can start doing the data, like a drag and drop and try to prepare the visualizations as a part of report building. So as I said, just try to showcase a quick report, items wise quantity. Let me visualize it by using a stacked bar chart. And maybe I'm interested with the quantity. I will showcase you how we are going to save this report as well. Okay. Let me change it to the card visual, quick analysis, and sales order line, which is going to be order line count. And one more visualization I will try to choose here, order date wise quantity or item wise quantity. Okay, this one we will take it. Here to save this report, we can, as usual, we can save it here. We can save the save as report. And from here also we can where we want to save it. So maybe in the dedicated workspace, we already created a workspace here, MSFTDAE, data engineering activity. Try to save it. Sales demo. It will be get saved. And from here on the top of it, we can start sharing this report analysis, and then we can do further activities too. You are currently in the report level, app.power BI. This is the front end view. And I want to navigate back to the lake house where we are, how we are going to do that. So see here on the left hand side, currently I'm the sales demo part, which is my report name. I want to navigate back to the MSFT lake house. You can select it here itself. And these are all data view, query view, visual query view, and then model view, which we have just discussed. Fine. So, as I said, how we are going to showcase the completed notebooks or else existing notebooks which has been prepared for the data engineering activity. So here, let me go back to my lake house. Please observe this Lakehouse. Here you can see the open a new notebook. New notebook. Maybe you want to start working on the injection the data extraction by using some source systems. We can extract it and write the languages like we can use the Spark language. It is getting supported. Scala, PySpark, and even the SQL statements as well. You can try to open this existing notebook or new notebook. So I will just try to showcase as a time constraint existing notebook which already prepared. Select it, and I have existing notebook with uh, notebook one. Select, which has been stored in some different lake house. Any questions? Hope it is okay. Any questions in the chat or else something? Fine. So maybe there is some error. Fine, no issues. So see here, I have just connected with one of the existing notebook which is available in a different lake house. So I have extracted, I have pulled it, and I brought this lake house. I mean different table which is available from the different lake house to my current lake house, that is DE lake house which we just created. So here the important things by default this is the front end notebook page. So what are the different languages that is getting supported? So if you're observing, currently it is supporting by default language is a PySpark, Python language. Other than that, Scala is getting supported, as I said, SQL, Spark SQL, and R languages as well. And currently it is using the standard session connection, and there is other than that standard session connection we have new high concurrent session as well. Maybe if you want to parallelly, maybe I'm doing one activity, my colleague or else another teammate is working on another notebook building, we can try to configure multiple parallel concurrences wise, we can try to execute the notebooks as well, we can configure it. So here please observe this, I have extracted one of the table here. If you're observing, it's related to again a sales table, sales related, and here we can try to configure the source, or on the top of it also we can try to configure the which language preferences we can try to make use of it. As per the languages we can try to choose, those are the 4 different languages it will be get support. And the execution part here itself we can get the output, we can see the output, the stats, the data, and on the top of it from this notebook itself we can also prepare some customization charts too. So here table is there, chart option, select it, we can customize it, we can try to customize it. Different charts are getting supported, you can see the list of charts here, it will be get supported, we can try to showcase the different analysis as per the requirement and business constraint, I mean just for visualization for our references part. And these charts also we can try to download in 3 different ways: SVG format, and PNG and JPG different formats. Just like a table, I mean, which have been showcased to you. This one also is a downloaded format. It will be get supported. CSV, JSON file, and XML. These are the 3 different formats it is getting supported. Fine. I want to see the logs where it is getting stored and this type of an analysis. Maybe it has been get stored there. How we are going to see the data logs here. So to showcase the logs, here itself we can try to showcase. I will just try to showcase it right now. 1 minute. Inspect is there. Maybe because of the redirection or else the configuration network issue, it is not loaded. By using this inspect option, we can showcase the different logs. I mean, where how much time are the threads it has been taken care, how much time are also duration, whether the thread has been success or failure. These statistics and all information will be get stored, and it will be I mean open into the one more web page related to your PySpark language code system. Fine. So is that getting supported with the any visualizations like a Cburn or else Matplotlib? Yes, it will be get supported with the Cburn, and these languages also inbuilt tools has been get loaded. I'll just try to showcase one of the visual. Yeah. Please observe this. It will be get supported as just like how we are going to improve the libraries, it will be get supported with the libraries functionalities as well. And also we can try to visualize it, the matplotlib, or else maybe if it is an advanced cburn visualizations too, like this. Here I have used the cburn language, so you can try to showcase the visualizations as well. And it is an auto save, and where we are going to do these configurations and method mechanism. If you're observing these configurations, whenever if you can start creating the workspaces, we can try to configure it, like how many number of pools it has been get stored, what is the allocation and all. Let me navigate to the tools ecosystem where we are going to configure these data engineering activities. Please observe this. 1 minute. My workspace settings. So before getting work on this data engineering activities, try to cross verify once the data engineering, I mean, what type of version we are using sparse settings part, like a pools on the environment, which ecosystems or else environment wise, as I said, 1.2 or else 1.3, the latest public preview. So this by default is a 1.2 version. Maybe if you want to use the public, I mean 1.3 the latest version, we can try to configure it. And the concurrence job, high occurrence, these things also we can try to configure, like one person is working, single person is a standard occurrence, standard usage. And maybe I want to execute it my multiple notebooks, my colleagues, I want to execute it, I can try to turn on multi concurrence also. And the logs will be get stored auto logs part, so it will be get stored and we can try to view it from the inspect logs wise. So where we are going to schedule the jobs, that part I just want to showcase, and then we will wrap up. Please observe this one more time, where the jobs will be get, I mean, scheduled. So here we have a settings option. Let me showcase you the settings option. So here our jobs will be get scheduled. You can see the schedule there. So based on different frequencies as per the data availability, as per the execution, we can try to configure. This is the settings level. So you can configure by minute, hourly basis, daily basis, or weekly basis too. And the time zones also we can try to get it configured as per the data availability. And this is a sensitivity label, like a private, I mean, a confidential, or we can try to make it as a general availability or else a public. We can try to configure the data sensitivity part as a part of security concepts. And endorsement, as I mentioned, if you want to reuse this data set or else reuse this particular code for the next activities or else and further developments, we can try to promote it, and we can reuse the existing code for new projects or else a new report, I mean, PySpark visualization. And then on the top of it, the saved information, we can try to get it visualized by using Power BI too. So these are the different functionalities that are available from this data engineering activities. And coming to this, I'll just try to come up. What are the key highlights here? So here we are not having any duplicate of information. If you are observing, I just taken the reference of one of the notebook which is available in a different Lakehouse. I just copied into my current Lakehouse, which I have built with the Lakehouse data engineering. And as well, the data will be get stored in one lake. There is no different other source systems or else somewhere it will be get stored. And everything, if you are observing, the data will be get integrated all together as an one integrated environment. And security part, it is one security storage system and one compute, where we can try to compute and get the information from one lake house level, and then we can try to further usage for the further report development or data ingestion paths too. And a conclusion, I'll just try to convey one important information here. It's a one-stop solution all for our data engineering activities. Instead of using the data bricks and separately and try to do the further activities for the storing and try to do the further integrations, we can try to call it as a one-stop solution for all our data analytics needs, like from data ingestion, passing the data to the applications, to the visualizing the data, and where we can try to find out with a different set of tools that are available in our Microsoft Fabric, like data engineering, data science related, and if you are working with a real-time streaming, real-time intelligence activities related, and even there is, if there is business intelligence, as we already mentioned, business intelligence related, Power BI is already there, where we can try to do the further analysis and then visualize the data. Fine. I'm done here, and I hope I'm in time. And if you have any queries or else any concerns, please let me know. And I would like to thank Parth for giving me this opportunity to share this, how this data engineering activities will be get reflected or else work on this Microsoft Fabric. Thank you. If you have any questions, I'm ready to take your questions.
Yeah, Rajendra. There is one
Yeah,
question
thank you, Parth.
from Sai Ananta Krishna asking like, can we have data in one
One
workspace and
workspace.
report in another?
Yeah, that is, yeah, it will work. So I workspace level you have a data and report is in another, so you want to pull that data workspace, I mean whatever that is available in different workspace to the report level. Yes, it is possible to get it extracted by using the lake houses. Yes,
I hope that answers his question.
that, yes.
So we have one more question from Suresh Kumar. Okay, so Suresh says like his company is not enabled to Fabric. What if he wants to practice, and can you guide him
Not
how
with
to get
our,
login with
not
his
Suresh,
personal ID?
not with your personal ID. Yeah, not with your personal ID. You have to work with the like business working mail ID, like on Microsoft account. You have to get a trial license, so you can play with your personal laptop itself. Like how I'm currently, I mean, like other than the company's activities, I will try to do these activities with my personal login, not with the Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook accounts. We have to get it E5 storage account, which is a trial license they are going to provide, so that we can get access and we can try to do all this, whatever the tools that are supporting, right? We can try to get it access and we can perform this data engineering stuff. Maybe if you are good at visualizations, we can start visualizations instead of doing in the Power BI desktop. We can do this activities in Power BI services itself from Microsoft Fabric. My suggestion is get the trial license, or else you can get connect in the LinkedIn. I can try to help you there. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, one last question that's from Nilima.
Yeah.
She asks, is the Lakehouse built on top of Atlas?
No, 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 Nilima. It is different, completely different. I mean, it's though it is an EDLS is supported, but this Lakehouse is built in on some other web environment. Okay. Hope I have answered to you.
Okay, great. Any other questions? No, we don't have any other questions. But yes, I'm dropping Rajendra's LinkedIn ID in the chat section. You can connect with him if you have any more
Yeah.
questions ahead.
Thank you
And
so
yes,
much,
I
Parth,
have
for
shared the
giving this
Learn module
opportunity. I
link
hope
as well, which can
people
keep
are.
your learning for. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Parth. Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I'm stopping. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.